Be the ones to say that I want out, and if you tell me that you're keeping
Hi everyone,
secrets, I'd understand,
and thanks
but I
for
can
joining
help you if you
again
want me
to my live
And if
stream
you wanna see the world
vlog
that you're alone, just
for
come and get me,
July.
because I want to see the
I'll
world too.
be with you in just a moment. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my live stream, and hope everyone is doing well. Well, I'm doing all right to a certain degree, and I just thought I'll do a live stream because I haven't done a live stream since April. April was the last time I did a live stream, so May and June I missed out. I guess because I was quite busy and didn't get a chance to do a live stream. I didn't get a chance to do many videos as well. But today I thought I'd do a live stream only because where I live in Sydney, Australia, a lot of places has gone to lockdown again. So the government is again advising us to stay home. So I stayed home, you know. And I thought while I'm home, did some work, and then I thought I'll do a live stream. And to find a topic to do a live stream, I thought I'll talk about the PreSonus Revelator USB microphone that you see right there. I did do a video quite recently. I think it's the last video I did was on that. So let me know what you think in the comment, in the chat, whether the audio is coming out nice and clear. I'm not sure. A bit hard to tell without I actually put headphones on and listen back to the live stream. I might actually do that, but feel free to let me know to see what it's sounding like. I'm just gonna turn this on, mute that one. And, oh, well, if I do, I'm not going to be able to hear what it sounds like, do I? That's not going to work. Anyway, well, not to worry. I'm sure the live stream is doing okay, and you guys are doing good also. And let me know what's been happening. There are a few things that that I've been working on, and also another sort of collaboration song mixing exercise that we were doing with Marco Primo from Marco Primo's YouTube website. I hope you've seen that video, and we're sort of progressing quite nicely. So we basically, Marco has chosen a song, a multi-track, raw multi-tracks, and in both of our videos I'll show you where to download it. All the links are there. And then we sort of started doing these instructional and exercise videos showing you how we sort of do a mix, how we approach the mix and how we do things. And Marco has chosen quite a simple song as well, in a sense that it's got only 19 tracks, and some of the tracks are like a guitar direct input, so you may or may not use it. So if you don't know about it, head into my channel and watch my mixing exercise video. I've already done 3-part series on it. They are in detailed, so it'll help you guide into mixing a song, maybe someone else's song or even your own song. So you get a lot of ideas how we approach things. Marco is approaching slightly differently to the way I approach, and that's the whole idea. So hope you learn a few things from it. And the videos are quite detailed, sometimes can be lengthy, but that's the whole thing. You can't explain something in quick terms because you're trying to express the ideas that's in your head, why you're choosing something, why you're doing something, and so on. So yeah, let me know in the chat if you've seen those videos or you are happy to join in, because we do have a deadline. I think 18th of July is a deadline that both of us should finish the mix. And if you have joined, that's a good idea if you join in and finish the mix as well. And we're going to sort of compare and decide on and comment on the different mixes that people have done. I do have a couple people already send in their mixes, their finished mixes to a certain degree. I guess once they watch the rest of the video series, might be another 2 parts for me. They might go back and then redo the mix, which is fine. And so it's looking quite interesting. So let me know if this is something you're willing to do. Again, it's just an exercise. It's not really a challenge. There's no better mix, who mixed better or not. It's more of learning how to mix a song, from scratch. There's no mastering. I won't be doing mastering. I'm not sure if Marco is going to be doing any mastering, but there won't be any mastering in this session. It's just mixing session, making it to a stage where it'll go to a mastering by someone else. So yeah. So let's have a look at some comments that I'm actually getting. Dwayne552 says audio is good. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. And Kahinde A says, what mixing decks are you using, Vache? Now I'm not sure what mixing decks you're using. Whatever the song that we are mixing is all in the box, so there's no outboard hardware. So I won't be using any of these mixes. It's all in the box. Marco is using Magic's Amplitude Pro X version 6. That's the latest one that's been released about a couple months ago. And I'm using Cakewalk by BandLab just to be different. Of course, that's the whole idea. Mixing the same song in a different DAW, different procedures. And Cakewalk by BandLab is free, so I'm also using all of the plugins, the free alternatives which are available in Cakewalk or available for free. Normally, if I use paid plugins, it will speed things up for me because I know how they all work. But, you can still do it in a free DAW with free plugins and get the same results. What is the desk that I am looking at? Oh, okay. So you're asking about what this mixer is. This is the Behringer's UFX 1604. I had it for quite a few years, and that's the mixing desk that I use for live tracking. And sometimes, not many times, as a summing mixer. So I'll use my other audio interface to export 16 channels out of my DAW into here and do mixing here as an analog mixer, because this is an analog mixer. And then the output of this goes back to my other audio interface and records as a stereo. But I don't really do that often. I usually use outboard gear to process my buses and my main bus and so on. So hope that answers your question. Now, we are talking about also today this new purchase that I have done. This is the Revelator. It's been out probably 9 months, I'm not sure when it came out. So I should have checked it out. But it's been out for a while. Probably, I'll say at least 9 months it's been out. And I only recently was able to purchase it. Because when they first came out, I thought I won't get it. I'll let it go for the next batch to arrive, just in case there are issues of the first batch of the releases. And then, of course, when that happened with all the around the world, the pandemic and everything, nothing would come in. Nothing was available for purchase. So, and finally, I got an email saying that now it's available at my local store. So I ordered it and it came in. So, I mean, I've done a video on it, going in through quite a bit of detail of how it works and what I think about it. And the sound quality wise, it's pretty decent microphone sound. You're probably hearing it now. But what you're hearing now as well, it also has the fat channel engaged. Without the fat channel, it's very dull and very muffled sound. Like I'll have to say maybe like a $50 microphone. But engaging the fat channel and all the features that comes with that enhances it. And it's really great. This is the first time I'm using for live stream, and it works well, especially with the mixing of the loops, loop 1 and loop 2. So that means I can have my microphone live stream while I could have my DAW playback live stream. And at the same time, I could have maybe Zoom or even Skype live streamed as well, and all mixed together. I can turn them to different volumes up and down. So it's really great. So it works well. I guess using the gate, which is what I'm using now, that removes a lot of the background noise. Like my laptop, which is sitting right here, it's got a fan. It's an old laptop, so the fan is sort of a bit noisy, and that cuts off some of the noise. What do you think? How does my voice sound? Does it come out well, clear? But of course, there's one issue with it, and I addressed that in my video, and it's the noise handling of the microphone, and that the stand comes in. So at the moment, it actually is sitting on a foam that reduces some of that noise, and I'm barely touching my desk, and you can hear that. So so that is very, very loud thumping. So it does not have any noise suppression. So the best way to use this microphone is on a shock mount, or don't touch the desk like what I'm doing now, and don't move things around it. As long as you're not doing that, it's nice and clear. It's all good. But especially if you want to press the buttons on it, that becomes quite tricky as well, because they get noisy as you're trying to touch it. But I guess you can use the app or even iPad for universal control to set things up and change things, and so on. Let me see if I've got... no, it's not going to come up. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to change the screen at the moment. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think of the microphone? Let me know in the comment section. And I can't even see the comment section. Why is that? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Sorry, I'm trying to work this out, but without being able to switch things on, it's going to be a bit hard for me. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I did read quite a few reviews on it. There are other people who do mention the couple of the issues. One of them being the noise, so it's not suppressed. But there are good reviews on there as far as the practicality and being able to use for podcasting or recording and things as such. So yeah, it's very, very practical, but just that noise bit is the problem. And the other second problem that I had with this microphone is the settings when you change your module in the fat channel from the standard compressor to maybe the Poltec type compressor or the vintage compressor. You lose all your settings. It doesn't save it, even when you're flipping between the two or the three. So it's really, really annoying. That problem existed in Studio One as well, but they fixed it in Studio One, so it keeps all the settings when you switch your modules, so you'll be able to compare whether the tube compressor, like the LA2A style compressor or the 1176 FET style compressor, best suitable for the audio source you're recording. And if you can't switch between them, it's hard to tell if you're going to keep putting the settings again, So that's hopefully something in the next firmware update or the software update, they'll be able to release it and fix that. Other than that, it's fantastic. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got nothing against PreSonus. I've been with PreSonus, purchasing PreSonus products for a very long time. Probably like 2011, maybe 2010. Yeah, so 11, 12 years I've been purchasing PreSonus products, and I still have most of them here. I started with the earliest Firewire PreSonus product, and then I had 1880 VSL, and I still have all of those other gears. But yeah, and all of them function perfectly, except the headphones. That's what I have to mention. Yeah, with PreSonus, for some reason, all of their audio interfaces, from the 1818 VSL to the 1824 that I currently have, the Studio Live 24 Series 3, the big desk that I used to have here, as well as the Revelator, they all have the problem. Even my i2, where is it? Yeah, I've got an i2 as well, and they all have the same problem. The headphone level is way too low comparing the live input to the playback input. So the balance is not right. So if you want to record your voice and you want to hear yourself directly onto the headphones, including this one. So if I put my headphones on and try to listen, I really have to crank the headphone up high enough to be able to hear it without increasing the gain of the microphone so it doesn't clip. And I hope that makes sense. And then when you have a playback, you really have to turn down the playback level way too low, because you've got the headphones level too high. Because the live input, whether if it's a microphone connected or whether if it's a line level connected, it's just too low compared to the playbacks. So, I mean, there's a workaround. You can always adjust the levels and deal with it. But even the budget Behringer mixers that I have, or even the Soundcraft one, which is sitting right there, they don't have that problem. So when I put the fader of the microphone to 0 dB level and the fader of the playback from the computer into 0 dB and listen to them, and I can hear them both at the same time at the same level without any issues on my headphones. And I don't have to turn the headphones really loud. They are loud. And the headphones I normally use are these KRK ones. These are the KRK 8400s. And I've been using them for many years, and I know my headphones. But for some reason, the PreSonus audio interfaces, the level of the headphones is too low. Yeah, I even have the PreSonus HD9, their headphones. Where is it? There we go. So these are the HD9s from PreSonus, and they have the same level problem. There you go. That's PreSonus. Yeah, they have the same level problem. I wonder if anyone had that issue as well, or maybe it's just me. Maybe my ear has just gone bad, but it picks up. We said, "Oh, this is a PreSonus one," so my brain sort of turns the volume down or something. Anyway, let's have a look and see if there's any comments or live chats happening. Anybody around? Maybe not around. No, only one. Only one concurrent person. Gee, I'm just talking to myself. Well, I guess that's how it is, because the times that I am able to do live stream, everybody else in the world is probably sleeping, outside Australia anyway. But anyway, if you're that person, thank you for being here. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That, as I mentioned, if you want to join in with the mixing exercise, just go to my page, and there is a playlist as well, so you'll be able to watch it, download it, and give it a try. And even if you know how to mix, you might still learn one or two things extra, like I always do. I've been mixing for a very long time, and arranging songs, and even recording songs, and producing them. But I still like to watch other people how to mix. And you just always pick up something extra. They go, "Oh, that's interesting. I never thought of that before. I'll give it a try." So that sort of the things is what it's all about. Just give it a watch. Anyway, I think what I'll do now is I'll finish off. It's only been 23 minutes, so another 7 minutes. What am I going to chat about for another 7 minutes? Oh, well, I don't know. Well, let me see. I do have a few other videos that I plan to sort of record and present to you. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Those are interesting videos coming up. Some hardware-related videos and some software-related videos. And there will be a follow-up video on my hit and mix deep audio software demonstration that I did, where if you haven't seen that, it's a really great software that allows you to split the recorded stereo song into multiple stems, to a certain degree. So you can mute the guitar parts and practice, or mute the vocal parts and make a karaoke or practice singing, or mute the bass parts or the drums, and so you can practice with them. So it's really, really interesting. Of course, you can also, it allows you to pick parts of the recording and resample them. So you can use, let's say, vocals as a cappellas in your own song. So like remixing songs. So it's very, very interesting. Great for DJs as well. So you can sample some sounds and use them in a new production. Yeah. It's not something that I use every day, of course, but it has come quite handy for me, where I had to remix a song that was recorded by a local band many, many years ago, and they don't have the multi-tracks anymore, and it was recorded, I think, on an 8-track, and then I was able to separate it and then they substituted, they sang again, the singer sang again, and then some guitar parts were added to it, and then it was released. So it was remixed and released. So I guess it paid for itself. So, and I even did that with the trial version, the demo version. So I didn't have to pay for it. But I guess if another project like that comes up, which the guy said that they might come back, the band, they might come back and do a few more songs like that, I guess it'd be worth it, because I can buy it and it'd be worth it, because it will pay itself off in 1 or 2 jobs, basically. Yeah, because this time I didn't charge the guys anything. It was just an experience for me, try to see how well it will work. Maybe there's something you could try as well. Yeah, Hit and Mix's Deep Audio or Deep Remix. Yeah, give that a try. They have a trial version, which is what I had, and tried it. So anyway, that's pretty much what I have to say and what's been happening in the studio. Now back to lockdown. Of course, for a couple of days now, I have nobody coming into the studio. But that gives me some time to actually finish off the projects which have fallen behind and be able to sort of catch up on them. But I think it'll be another 2 weeks before the lockdown is over and musicians can come in and record again. So I had to postpone everything, which is really, really frustrating, especially for musicians, because I had one musician who they were planning to have a release today, 1st of July 2021, but that's not going to happen. It's going to be delayed for another 2 weeks because he has to come in and re-record the vocals, and that just, with the lockdown, just the wrong time, nothing I can do. So that's going to be delayed for 3 weeks. Probably 1st of August release is going to be now, by the time it finishes. Anyway, I hope that's enough blabbing on from me. And yeah, so this was sort of a vlog or live stream with the spotlight set on the PreSonus Revelator. I think it's a really great microphone for podcasting, live streaming. It's got lots of features. Once you engage the fat channel, and the sound is really great. You can use the expander or the gate to remove all of the background noise, which is in here now, that I don't think you're going to hear because the gate cuts it off. And some special effects in there as well, and the ability to mix multiple streams. I think it's really good. Of course, the only problem is that touch problem, which is really sensitive, really, really sensitive. I hope they fix that. Some way, maybe put some more shock mount inside so the capsule is not too sensitive for outside noise. By all means, this is very apparent in pretty much every USB microphone. All the other USBs are not any better, but I think this one is a little bit more sensitive, especially when you've got compression in there and some other AI, some DSB processing that's happening to make the sound to more level and more clear. So that's making it more sensitive to, noise. But yeah, I'm hoping that they will fix that. Other than that, it's a perfect unit. If you can mount it onto a shock mount, like this sort of a thing on a shock mount where this microphone is on, then by all means do that. You probably need a longer USB-C cable, but hey, other than that, I think it will work really great. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for being here, and I will catch you in my next video. Have a great time making music, guys. Cheerio.